This Albion Online video is all about the secret Cabbage quest. Not a lot of people know about this one, but I'm gonna show you a secret quest you can do. It's a little bit hard to do, especially with me, since I'm muted and I can't talk. But we're gonna try to do it anyway, and that is, you have to sell a cabbage to someone in the black zone. So what I'm doing, I'm naked, I'm on a mule. I'm gonna run up to people, hopefully, if there's anyone here. You know, might run into somebody. It's a little early on the server, but still, there could be people out here running around. And I just have to open trade with them and then sell them this cabbage, and that'll give me an achievement. And then we'll talk about why is this an achievement in the game, and what it means, and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's get into it. I'm going to run around here. We're going to see how long it takes to sell a damn cabbage in the black zone. Alright? And, you know, people that have been playing the game a long time, they know who originally did this, and why it's like part of the Albion's history, I suppose. We're going to talk about all that, but I'm also going to talk about some things that people aren't comfortable talking about. Some very adult topics, and, you know, I mean, not like that, not like woo girls and stuff. But no, we're going to be talking about, you know, just mental health, I suppose, because it does have to do with that. And there is no one out here, so I'm gonna cut to whenever I find a person, because this could take a while. Oh, don't mind me just claiming 500 gold. Alright, we have a person here. We just have to trade him. I don't know if he's gonna... He says he's busy. He's probably killing mobs. He might try to attack me. If he attacks me, I can't open trade with him because he's in combat. So, hopefully he kills this mob, goes out of combat. I can open trade with him real quick. Oh, no, he's just gonna kill me. Okay. Alright, same guy. We're gonna put the cabbage in the window. Maybe he'll put some money in. I don't know if I can just give it to him. I think he has to put money, but we'll try giving it to him. And, see if that does the quest. I don't know. Okay, it does. Sell a cabbage to another player in the black zone. There we go, we did it. Same guy that killed us, I guess, you know, what do we get for that? Well, we get, you only get 10 community or how many community tokens is that? Let's claim those. That is 20. Not that much. That's just a few Twitch skins, you know, disassembled. That's all that is. So let's talk about, what is this quest? Why is this quest important? That's referral gold. Okay, yeah. So why is this a quest in the game? What did that do? Why is that important? That's what we're here to talk about today. And yeah, you can see I have a lot of these stacked up. I haven't watched a Twitch stream in like over a year too, so it's been a long time coming. But speaking of Twitch, that's kind of the topic. And so for those that don't know, back when Twitch streamers, you know, had to actually have a real audience, well, one of them brought his audience over from Dota. His name was Jimbenator, and so he made a YouTube video. He, you know, a little small channel here. He has another channel for Dota with like 144,000 subscribers, but the views and the maximum view ratio to subscribers is a little sussy. But regardless, he made a video on his channel called The Cabbage Merchant, and he ran around the black zone selling cabbages to people and role-playing as a cabbage merchant. Now, he would type in the chat, "I have cabbages for sale," and people would either buy them or they would just kill him. And he didn't just bring one cabbage at a time. He had like an inventory full of cabbages, right? So if he died, he lost a lot of cabbages. He's like, "No, my cabbages!" So it was a very interesting video, a very creative video for the time. Again, this is 4 years ago. And you know, it's something that no one had really made for the Albion community. But why is this in the game? You know, since obviously he hasn't uploaded in 3 years. Well, he is dead in real life, and I have a little story to tell about that and why. It's a little lesson to learn, you know. And I know a lot of guys go through depression over girls, and that's ultimately kind of what happened. So let's talk a little bit about it. So Jimbenator used to be a very right-winged kind of internet troll guy. You can look at his old Twitter posts for the trolling he did, his old Dota videos. He was a very likable dude, you know, on the right wing of things, just like me, kind of, sort of. And I'm not going to tell you where he's from or his country of origin or any of that stuff, because it's not important. It doesn't matter where you're from, okay? It doesn't matter. But essentially, over time, as he played Albion, he did hang out on the Albion Reddit, and he started to surround himself more and more with people from the left. He started to surround himself with more and more miserable, weirdo types of people. And I was in his server. I was in his server for a long time, and eventually my Swolbinji persona did get pushed out of the server by the left-wingers. and then I was on the server as someone else, not as the Swole Benji persona, but as a completely different entity, and I got to watch the unraveling of his sanity by these people, and these people ultimately drove him, it's not so much the people, but just stuff happening in his life, that drove him to, say, commit PvP upon himself. We'll word it that way. I think you can figure out what he did, right? But essentially, he just had the wrong friends, and the friends that he had was making him sad, miserable. If you go click on his Twitch stream, you can see that he is just more and more depressed every day. He felt like he was trapped playing this game for content, for money, and at some point he even declares that he's so happy that he can, live without having to be an Albion content creator. But that's not the ultimate reason for self-PvP, okay? What happened was he had basically got let down by what I'll call his. I don't want to use red pill terminology here because I don't want the video to get too wacky and crazy. But he had a crush on a girl, and the girl denied him, and he felt that there was nothing left for him to do in the game, so to speak. So he quit the game. All right. And because of that, that's what I want to talk to you guys today about. Because I educated you about the Cabbage stuff. And now I want to educate you on not doing a self-PvP over girls, especially, all right? So, I wasn't able to help him on my secondary persona because of all the people he surrounded himself with, reliterating mainstream media talking points and reliterating all the stuff that you don't want to follow or do or think about or believe in. And so, the people he surrounded himself with kind of drove him to it, I believe, in my opinion. But it is what it is. So I want to save you from a similar fate. Now, if you have, here's the thing, right? And, I'm not going to say mainstream media talking points. I'm going to be like, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, just self-improve and get good. No, none of that stuff. I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about just a real basic thing, okay? If you were in his shoes and you really like a girl and you have big feelings for her and she is the world to you, before you've ever actually maybe dated or hung out or whatever or did other things, and she doesn't feel the same way about you, here's the mindset that I want you to adopt, okay? And this is a very safe and healthy mindset. Why should you have feelings for someone like that who doesn't reciprocate those feelings back? If you have, and this is for everything, not just girls, but like friends, family, coworkers, it doesn't matter. If you look up to someone and they look down on you and think less of you, you shouldn't think highly of them anymore, ever. It doesn't matter how pretty they are, or that they play video games, or that they have the same hobbies as you, or that they did their hair up that one day and it's really hot. None of that matters. What matters is, how do they feel about you? If I really adore someone and, I think they're a really good friend and I hang out with them for 2 years in their streams, E-Court, and then they suddenly, vent their feelings that they hate me and they're disgusted by me and they don't want me around anymore, their loss. It's their loss. See you later. I'll go hang out with someone else. Okay, whatever. You lost out, bucko. Right? That's the mindset that you should adopt, not, oh no, I'm alone. I can't live without this person. I'm so sad and I'll never meet anyone else. And, of course, truthfully, you might not meet anyone else, but that's not, like they win if you self-PvP, okay? They win, right? But at the same time, you won't know till you play the game. You got to play the game. You might meet someone else, and if you actually go out and try hard enough, like as long as you live in, like, say, not China, you will be able to meet someone else. Okay, and I say China because of their massive population imbalance. All right, there's like it's like 80% dudes or something. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. Whatever. Who cares? It's China. I don't live in China. I don't have to worry about it. But the point is that you need to adopt a mindset that if you think highly of a girl or even some like the popular kid at school, it doesn't matter, right? Then if they think like you as a disgusting slug creature that's not worth their time, well, now you should think of them as the disgusting slug creature not worth your time. All right? Don't get sad and mopey and depressed. And I've been there. I've been a teenager. There was some, weird Wiccan, witchcrafty girl, once that talked to me. And I was like, whoa, girl's talking to me. Oh, my God, right? And then I just ended up talking to her the whole summer. And, when it came down to it, I eventually, built up the courage and she wasn't interested in me like that. And she was randomly hugging jocks and randomly hugging other dudes that she didn't spend all summer talking to, and I felt crushed. And I was sad, and I didn't go to school for a few weeks, and I just laid in my bed moping. And again, I was a little, emo teenager, whatever, who cares, right? But, it took a long time. I didn't red pill up immediately after that. It took being heartbroken many times, right? Many times until, I just got lucky one day and I stumbled upon the red pill and started reading other people's stories and ways of thinking. And it's like, every Disney cartoon, every TV show, sitcom, movie, all of these things program you to think this way. In a society where these things never existed, there is no history. Yeah, there's history of heartbreak, sure, way back in the day, but no history of, oh no, this one person that I have a super crush on, rejected me, and now it's time to, go crazy and stuff. And yes, I know you can go back to, like, say, Romeo and Juliet. Well, that's mainstream media at the time. That's mainstream media. I'm talking before that, okay? I'm talking way before that, back in history, Back in, before the Romans and stuff, okay? It just didn't happen. It's just a media thing, right? But you need to really just train your brain and your mind that if you have a crush on someone and they don't feel the same adoration that you do towards them, then move on and find someone that does. And you would be happier in the longer run. Like, think about it like this. Do you want to be with a hot girl that has her hair that certain way and plays a video game that you like? Or would you rather be with a female version of you that adores you and wants you around all the time and absolutely loves everything you do and say and, just hangs on your every word and limb, and you're just, you look at her and she looks at you and she sees that sparkle in her eyes, that look of, oh, she can't be with anyone else. That's the girl you want, okay? And to do a self-PvP over some girl that never liked you that way in the first place is a complete waste of life, all right? And so you don't want to end up doing a Jimbenator, okay? I just want to help you guys. And here's the cool thing, too, right? I can help a lot of people with stuff like this. I am very not professional. I don't do it for money. Absolutely not. I don't do it for money, so I can't call myself a professional. But I am very versed in these kinds of girlfriend and dating and getting a girlfriend advices. And no, it's not like, oh, hit the gym and get buff. It is and it isn't. Okay, there's a lot more to it than that. But if you need help, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down because you can't get a girl and you feel like an incel, if you feel like I've went to incel forums like incels.is and I've looked at the people there and they can be saved. I can save them. I can have them ascend, as they say. But a lot of them, it's very hard to get through their blockades, their mental barriers. You just have to first change the way how you think about things. It's the same with like dieting. You just have to change how you think. It's the same with learning new things or, just learning a language or a culture or whatever. You're basically learning a culture. You're learning a language. You're learning so many different things when it comes to dealing with girls, right? But I just want to say that I can help people in need if need be, but you would have to join the Discord. And again, I'm not charging anything. This is not a class. This is not some Andrew Tate crap where, join my club and pay me money. No, absolutely not. And no, I will take no forms of payment whatsoever. But you will have to join the Discord. That's the only way we can technically talk. You have to also pass the questionnaire to show that we're compatible, because I'm only going to help people that can't talk. I'm only going to help people that can potentially be my friend. That is my payment, is you being my friend. That's all I ask. And the questionnaire is the big, great filter for that, because I am not compatible with most people. And for the sake of this advice, because different countries have different, cultures, this is really open to people just in the United States, okay? Yeah, I've helped people in other countries before get girls, and it's mostly the same culture to culture, but for this specific offer, it's just for the United States, just for right now, okay? So if you're not in the United States and you can't pass my questionnaire, then we're not compatible. I'm not going to help you. I'm sorry. You'll have to seek help elsewhere. And I know a lot of people have been wanting me to make videos on this topic, and so this is kind of an introductory to that. YouTube is very weird when it comes to like dating advice and manly advice and blah, 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 because it wants to suppress, that kind of stuff. It doesn't want men thinking a certain way for certain reasons, and so because of that, I tend to just keep it to video games and maybe other random topics here once in a while. But I just want to let you know, don't do what Jimbenator did over a girl. It's just not worth it. Okay, like I can understand other circumstances, like you're dying of a painful sickness or something, but in his case, he had money, he was healthy. I could have, dude, if I hung out with him in real life for 30 minutes, I could have got him someone way better, way prettier, way smarter, way more into him in just 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes is all it would have took. You know, take him out and, oh, hey, let's go to the bookstore. Okay, hey, how about this chick? Oh, wow, hey, I'm Jimbenator. Oh, I'm Sally. Wow, let's hang out. Boom, done. Easy. Life saved. All right, if I could save at least one life through my Albion videos, I want to do it. But this guy, again, he surrounded himself with the worst of the worst people that was just dragging him down every day mentally. They were trying to get him to become a girl, all sorts of weird stuff going on that server, and I just needed to speak out about it in a funny little video about selling cabbages and getting a little achievement. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm sorry to bog you down with a serious one or a more down-to-earth, more, I want to have fun and do goofy crap, but, sometimes I just have to talk about these things. And yes, I know there's one other creator that also allegedly died, but that dude scammed $10,000 from his viewers when he himself lived in a $450,000 house in a really nice part of Florida, and I'm not going to talk about him. I don't want to talk about scammers like that. That guy is not good. And yeah, I'm not even going to mention him by name, okay? But anyway, click the video on the right side of your screen, and if you don't, you're gonna fumble the ball next time you talk to a girl. You're gonna get all nervous and jittery, and you're gonna like drop something. It's gonna be really awkward, and she's gonna get the ick. So you better click the video, or else you're cursed with like another week of loneliness or something.